Greetings loyal subscribers and honoured guests. I'm switching things up a bit this week with the launch of another new series. I've had a Nintendo Switch since launch day, yet I have not really spoken about the system or its games on my channel at all up until now. There are literally hundreds of games that go on sale every single week for the system, sometimes only costing a few quid to pick up, but the design of the eShop leaves quite a lot to be desired, and combined with the volume of stuff on there, makes finding the good stuff extremely challenging. I have picked up quite a few games on the cheap recently with the help of channels such as Switchwatch, who put out a video every Sunday highlighting what they consider to be the best deals of the week. So for the most of the time, my Switchy Tasty series will be concentrating on these bargain games that I've picked up and have tried out for a while. I'm going to be starting with Heroes of Hammerwatch. I was familiar with the original Hammerwatch game because I do own a copy on Steam, which I've had for quite a while, and I did play it a fair bit back when I got it, but I'm not really much of a PC gamer for various reasons. The first time I saw the name Heroes of Hammerwatch, it didn't actually occur to me that it was a sequel, especially as the graphics in the screenshots looked extremely similar. In actuality though, where Hammerwatch was a fairly simple dungeon crawler where you just proceed in a linear fashion through the levels, Heroes of Hammerwatch is a full-blown roguelike with levelling up, persistent upgrades, and all of the other features you would expect. It wasn't very long after picking it up for the first time that I was hooked, and I've been putting a decent amount of time into it on a regular basis ever since. Visually, Heroes of Hammerwatch does indeed share much in common with the previous game. You still get a rather zoomed out, top-down perspective of the world with pixel art graphics. Despite being a bit small, everything is well drawn and animated, and the game can cope with having many enemies on the screen at once without a sign of slowing down, either in docked or in handheld mode. Looking at the game in this video, you might think that the sprites might be a bit too small to see properly when playing on the Switch tablet, but thankfully the developers have thought about that. There is a zoom level that you can customise to your liking for portable play. I tend to have it zoomed in as much as possible, which still allows plenty of room to see your surroundings. Many developers don't even consider what their game might look like while in handheld mode, so I give Crackshell kudos for thinking about their players in this regard. Moving on to the music, the composer has done a fantastic job coming up with tunes that are really dramatic and exciting, making you want to explore the deadly dungeons and slay the disgusting creatures within. You will be hearing the same tune a lot though, because each area of the game only has one, and due to the nature of it, you will be going through the early areas such as the mines many times over. You may want to mute the game and put on a podcast or a stream in the background to listen to as you play. The music really is catchy though. I still have the Mines tune in my head while making this video. There is no voice work in the game, and the sound effects, while not especially amazing, do their job adequately. Let's move on to the gameplay, which is where Heroes of Hammerwatch truly shines. From the start, you have the choice of 9 different character classes, all who have their own advancement tree of abilities. I went for the Ranger, which is what I usually do when playing a dungeon crawler like this for the first time. After exploring the overworld town for a few minutes, I ventured into the mines for the first time and started to explore. It wasn't very long before I saw a treasure chest, which was at the end of a passage beset with spike traps that were raising and lowering on a timer. I decided to go for it and promptly died. On my next attempt, the layout was completely different, so I just slowly navigated around, collecting gold and killing creatures such as bats, disgusting maggoty things and beetles. I had amassed quite a large haul of gold coins when I stumbled into a room full of bugs and ended up getting poisoned. I died again shortly afterwards. My third attempt was when I finally discovered that there were lifts that you could use to send any gold and ore that you had collected back up to the surface for a small tax, so I explored each level of the mines carefully, building up my gold and ore and then sending them home. A few deaths later, I could start spending these currencies on upgrading my character and my town. By using my ore at the town hall, I was able to enlist a blacksmith, where I could upgrade my weapons and armour with my gold. Many other buildings and upgrades could also be unlocked with ore, and it was starting to become clear that unlocking everything and upgrading everything would take quite a while. After a few more trips into the mines, my character leveled up for the first time and I earned some stars. These could be spent at a trainer in order to buy active and passive abilities for my character, the first of which being a spinning move where I fired a hail of arrows all around me. These special abilities came at a cost for each use and the bar could be refilled by collecting blue glowy things in the dungeons. After a few more failed attempts through the mines, I eventually got to the boss and successfully slew it. This unlocked the path to the next set of levels in the prison area. This area features skeletal enemies, some of which throw spears at you. To date, I haven't managed to get to the boss of this area. It would appear that after you do defeat the mines boss for the first time, you can walk directly to the prison area if you beat a fairly easy wave-based challenge. I still trawl all the way through the mines most of the time though, because I am still collecting golden ore, and the ore is more readily available in the mines than it is in the prison, where it is often behind locked doors that I haven't figured out how to open. No, you don't use a key, I've tried that already. I expect there is a switch somewhere that I have missed. Like most good dungeon crawlers worth their salt, Heroes of Hammerwatch is incredibly addictive and will most likely take you dozens of hours to beat. Even when you have finished it, there is a new game plus mode and the other 8 character classes to try, some of which are locked when you first play. This ultimate edition of the game also includes 2 expansions that feature entirely new areas and challenges to take on after you complete the base campaign. The game costs about 18 quid when it is going for the full amount, and I would say that is decent value for the money at that price. However, Switch games, including this one, go on sale so often that I would recommend putting it on your wish list instead, and then being patient until the next time there is a discount. Scoring a game that is this good and this fast for 10 quid felt incredibly satisfying. The Nintendo eShop is full of indie games just as amazing as this one. It's also full of a lot of dross. Accidentally spending your hard-earned cash on a crappy game never feels good, even if it's only a few quid. So check out those Switch Watch videos that they put out every Sunday, and keep an eye out for future episodes of Switchy Tasty on RMGB TV. I already have quite a few other games to recommend, so I'll probably have another one of these for you soon. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider clicking on the like button and sharing on social media. You can also subscribe to be kept up to date with future videos from RMGB TV. I'll see you again on the next one, and in the meantime, take care.